Let us now revise briefly power functions with natural exponents, since we will need them for analyzing polynomial functions. There are basically two shapes of the graphs of power functions with natural exponents. We have the U-shape or parabola, and we have the S-shape. We get a U-shape if the exponent is even, and we get a S-shape if the exponent is odd. Actually, if it is odd and larger than 0, because if it is equal to 0, y becomes just x, so it is just a straight line, so that's the third shape. In all three cases, we have the x-intercept at 0, at x equals 0, or we have a 0 at x equals 0. And when we look at the graph, here we see, here it just intersects the x-axis. Here it intersects the x-axis under an intersection angle of 0 degrees, so it's a moment horizontal, and here it just touches the x-axis. Now let us look at a little bit more generalized form of the power functions, namely at those with the equation y equals a times x minus u to the power of n. And the question is, what do the parameters a and u, how do they affect the power functions x to the power of n? Well, the effect of a is stretching the graph at the x-axis, so in y direction. And if a is negative, the graph gets mirrored at the x-axis. The effect of parameter u is shifting the whole graph by u units to the right, so the new x-intercept is then u0. In this example here, you're given the equations of 4 power functions, and your task is to sketch the graph of each of these power functions. When sketching it, the important thing is just that you make the shape correct, that you get the right x-intercept or 0, and that you consider whether it is mirrored or not. It is not important by how much they are stretched. So go ahead, sketch these 4 graphs, stop the film, and here comes the solution, so you can verify your own. Here the exponent is even, so we have a U-shape, the a is positive, so it's facing upwards, and the 0 or x-intercept is minus 2. Here the exponent is odd, so we have a S-shape, the a is positive, so it's still facing in this way, and the x-intercept or 0 is at 3. Here the exponent is even, the a is negative, so we get a U-shape but facing downwards, and the x-intercept or 0 is at 1. Last example, we have an odd exponent, so we have a S-shape, the a is negative, so we have to mirror the s at the x-axis, so we get this form, and the x-intercept or 0 is at 4.